Hello and welcome back. My name's Stacey Marsh and I'm an independent Stampin' Up demonstrator here in the UK. Today I'm going to show you a quick watercolour and embossing technique. If you enjoy watching today's video and would like to receive notifications of future tutorials, please click the like and subscribe buttons below. To start, I have a piece of watercolour card and I'm going to emboss a Christmas tree on it from the In the Pines Christmas tree stamp set. So to start, it's always advisable to remove any hidden static from your card. You can do this with an embossing buddy or a tumble dryer sheet, and it just means you get a really crisp image when you emboss. So I've already gone ahead and added my stamp to my acrylic block, and I'm going to add some Versamark to that image, and then I'm going to stamp that off centre on my watercolour paper. You can just about see it, and then to emboss this I'm going to add my embossing powder, and our embossing powder comes in really small tubs. All I've done is I've decanted it into a larger pot, and now to set that I'm going to use my heat tool. You may not be able to see it set, but when it's set it will go nice and glossy. As it's just starting to go now, so you can just about see that on the camera. This is such a fab technique. I'm still awed by how embossing powder works. So magical. So that's all set now, and you can just about see that. So the next step, to add my watercolour, I'm going to use a Mossy Meadow ink pad, and all I've done is I've given the ink pad a good squeeze so that the ink transfers onto the lid, and then I have one of our watercolour brushes. The end is actually filled with water, but I also prefer using a pod of water as well. I think you just get a bit more fluid into the mix. And then I've now got a spritzer that I filled with water. I'm just going to spritz my cardstock. I tend to find with watercolouring, the more water the better. And then to add my ink, I'm just going to give that a bit of a brush. And then again, if you want a bit more detail, just bring in some more water. Okay. So once you've done that, I'm going to give that a bit of a heat with my heat tool again to dry that off. So that looks like it's dried. And then I always like to add a second layer of ink. Don't worry, I will clean that afterwards. So just go over where you've already been, add in a bit more water if you want, and I tend to go kind of over the lines so you get a really nice kind of watery look, and then heat once more. So that's nearly done, nearly set. And there we have our finished watercolour background with our heat embossed tree on it. Thanks so much for watching today. I hope to see you back again soon. Bye.